Let's be honest. Many people in their 50s and 60s feel behind when it comes to retirement savings. You've worked hard, raised a family, paid the bills, maybe helped kids through college or cared for aging parents. But when you look at your retirement account, there's not much there. And now you're wondering, is it too late for me? Can I still use investing to prepare for retirement? The answer is yes, it's not too late. One of the most powerful tools for building wealth, even if you're starting in your 50s or 60s, is investing in stocks. In this video, we're going to break it all down. What stocks are and why they're powerful. How investing in stocks works for retirement. The risks and how to manage them. Strategies like diversification, dividend stocks, and index funds. And most importantly, how you can still catch up financially, even if you're starting late. Stick with me until the end, because I'll also share resources, our financial books and private community, that will help you take the first steps with confidence. Let's start with why stocks matter so much for retirement. If you leave your money sitting in a savings account earning 1% interest, or worse, under your mattress, it's not going to grow fast enough to support you in retirement. Even bonds, while safer, usually earn 3 to 4% on average. That's not enough to outpace inflation over the long run. Why stocks? Historically, the stock market has returned 7 to 10% per year on average over long periods of time. That difference is massive. For example, $10,000 in a savings account at 1% becomes about $11,000 in 10 years. The same $10,000 in stocks at 8% becomes almost $22,000 in 10 years. See the difference? Stocks have the power to grow your money much faster, and when time is short, growth is your best friend. So, what exactly is a stock? A stock is simply a share of ownership in a company. When you buy a stock, you own a piece of that company. If the company grows and becomes more valuable, your share becomes more valuable too. And many companies also pay out part of their profits in the form of dividends. Think of it like this. Imagine your friend owns a bakery. If you invest some money into her bakery, you own part of it. If the bakery grows and makes more profits, your share grows too, and you might even get a slice of the profits each year. That's what owning stocks is like, except instead of one bakery, you can own a tiny slice of Apple, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, and hundreds of other companies. Now you might be thinking, sure, stocks grow money, but I don't have 30 or 40 years left before retirement. I only have 10 or 15 years. That's true. But here's the encouraging part. Even in 10 to 15 years, stocks can make a huge difference. Let's take an example. You invest $500 a month starting at age 55 into a stock-based ETF that grows at 8% a year. By age 65, you'd have about $91,000. By age 70, about $173,019. By age 75, nearly $294,510. Now imagine if you invest $1,000 a month instead. Those numbers double. That's real money. Enough to make retirement easier, reduce stress, and even leave something behind for your family. Of course, stocks aren't perfect. They go up and down. The stock market has crashes and bear markets. If you're starting in your 50s or 60s, risk can feel scary. But here's the good news. 1. The stock market has always recovered from every crash in history. 2. With the right strategy, like diversification and dollar-cost averaging, you can reduce risk. Remember, the goal isn't to gamble on one company or try to time the market. The goal is to steadily invest in a broad range of stocks and let time and compounding do the work. When it comes to investing in stocks, you have a few options. 1. Individual stocks. You pick and buy specific companies like Apple or Coca-Cola. This can be risky if you're not experienced. 2. ETFs, exchange-traded funds. These are baskets of stocks, giving you instant diversification. For example, an S&P 500 ETF invests in 500 of America's biggest companies. 3. Dividend stocks. These are companies that pay you cash dividends regularly, providing income even in retirement. 4. Mutual funds. Similar to ETFs, but often with higher fees. For most people starting late, ETFs are the simplest and safest way to get exposure to stocks. One of the biggest threats to retirement is inflation. Prices keep going up. What costs $1,000 today might cost $1,300 or more in 10 years. If your money just sits in a bank account, inflation eats away at its value. But stocks grow faster than inflation. Historically, stocks have beaten inflation by about 5 to 7% per year. That means investing in stocks isn't just about growth. It's about protecting your purchasing power so you can actually afford to live in retirement. One of the smartest ways to invest in stocks, especially if you're nervous about market swings, is dollar cost averaging. This means you invest the same amount every month, no matter what the market is doing. If prices are high, you buy fewer shares. If prices are low, you buy more. Over time, you average out your cost. This takes away the fear of, is now the right time to buy? Because the truth is, you don't have to time the market. You just need to be consistent. Now, should you put 100% of your money in stocks? Not necessarily, especially as you get closer to retirement. A balanced approach works best. Many experts suggest a mix of stocks, bonds, and cash. Stocks for growth. Bonds for stability. Cash for emergencies. One simple rule of thumb is to subtract your age from 100 to figure out what percentage to keep in stocks. For example, at 60, you might keep 40% in stocks, 60% in bonds, and cash. Of course, this isn't one size fits all. The exact mix depends on your risk tolerance, health, and retirement goals. Let's look at a real-life scenario. Imagine you're 60 years old with little saved. You decide to invest $1,000 a month into a simple stock ETF for the next 10 years. By age 70, at 8% growth, you'd have about $183,000. If you can keep going to age 75, you'd have over $346,038. That's life-changing money, enough to supplement Social Security, cover healthcare costs, and give you peace of mind. Before we wrap up, let's talk about mistakes to avoid. 1. Chasing hot stocks. Don't gamble on the latest trend or penny stock. Stick with proven companies or ETFs. 2. Panic selling. Markets drop. Don't sell out of fear. Stay invested. 3. Paying high fees. Expensive funds eat away at your returns. Choose low-cost ETFs. 4. Going all in or all out. Don't put everything in one stock. Don't pull everything out in fear. Stay balanced. Avoid these traps, and your stock investments will stay on track. Investing in stocks is not just about money, it's about mindset. Instead of thinking, I'm too old to invest, think, I still have time, and I can make my money work for me. Every dollar you invest today is a dollar that can grow, compound, and create security for tomorrow. It's not too late to build confidence and take control. To help you get started, we've created resources designed for people just like you. Our financial books explain investing step by step in plain language. Our private community connects you with others in their 50s and 60s who are starting their investing journey late. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Each week, we'll bring you strategies to help you catch up financially. So, here's the bottom line. Stocks are one of the most powerful tools you have for retirement, even if you're starting in your 50s or 60s with little saved. Yes, stocks go up and down. But with consistency, diversification, and time, they can help you grow wealth, protect against inflation, and give you a more secure retirement. Don't let fear or regret hold you back. Don't tell yourself it's too late. The best time to start was years ago. But the second best time is today. Start where you are. Invest what you can. Let stocks work for you. Because your future self and your family will thank you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, check out our books, and join our private community. And remember, it's never too late to invest in your future.